Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
Welcome everybody to the Alpha Pro series between KeeN and Patience. I am your caster Snoopy, and joined by my side is my co-caster Potato Plebe.
Hello everyone, I'm Potato Pleb. Good to see everyone.
Oh, it's Potato Pleb?
Yeah.
All right.
It's all good. All right. So, KeeN versus Patience. So, Patience did quite well. He made it to round of 32 in GSL this year. And KeeN, I haven't seen him around for a while. Isn't that true?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, but I think both of them have been, at least for the most part, recent GSL contenders in the past few years.
Right. So, would you like to kick off with the Red Terran?
All right, sure. Actually, let me go ahead and zoom out here. Here at the top right, I guess, it is the blue Protoss. It is Patience.
All right. And here, on the bottom left corner, is the red Terran, KeeN. You're in number 4 camera, I just realized that.
Oh. It's alright, you could place in your own camera. Either way is fine.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we do have a little bit of a probe. Oh, actually a
Ooh,
proxy.
I like it. Starting off with a mental game. Sorry, from the first game.
Yeah, and actually I've seen this before. So basically, what's gonna happen is, I think Patient is gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna throw down a proxy gateway. He's gonna surprise his
Ooh.
opponent.
I see. I like this build, my friend.
Yeah, and you notice that the second gas hasn't been taken, so that kind of allows him and frees up him to make that second gateway a bit more quicker.
Mm.
And luckily for him, KeeN has not scouted yet.
Yeah, I think that's gonna really bite them. Usually, Terran players in a best of 9 like this doesn't go scout in the first few games, just so that they can be less predictive. But in this case, that's really hitting him hard, isn't it?
Yeah, and I like this because first game you don't really know what to expect from your opponent, so you could start off with a bang. Oh, actually, wait, this Reaper,
Oh, I think he's gonna see it.
he does.
Oh, it gets scouted. Now, what's the reaction from KeeN? I'm very interested right now. We do see a bunker. However, will it be in time? There's already a stalker that's going to be on the way in a second. That Reaper needs to buy time. Ooh, grenade does not connect. Snoopy, I'm scared. I don't think that bunker... Oh, but nice repair coming down with some SCVs. And the bunker finishes. Oh, wow. That is impressive play right there.
Yeah, I think he responded really well. He immediately canceled the low ground CC and he just went for the bunker, made sure that he was safe, and now he's gonna go ahead and throw down the command center in the main base instead of the low ground.
This is some really nice play.
Yeah, but I think it's not too bad for Patience. I mean, he's throwing down his Nexus pretty in a pretty nice time, despite him going for the proxy, and despite him going for the proxy, is not like it's detrimental to lose a gateway. I mean, if it was like a Robo or maybe a Stargate, I think it would have been a bit unfortunate, but a gateway, I think he can afford to sacrifice that.
Right. Now that pylon is just gonna get destroyed, and the Stargate does get scouted by this Reaper, and the first unit is going to be not produced yet because Patience is supply box for now.
All right, looks like he's gonna go ahead and go for the Orko.
A very nice follow-up from Patience, I must say.
Yeah, unfortunately, of course, for him, KeeN did scout that, so we do see a Viking coming out. And I'm not sure this Orko will do too much damage once it goes across the map.
And we do see a Twilight Council and a Forge follow-up from Patience over here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he goes for Blink or Charge or even Glaive at depths. I mean, usually, what do you see as a follow-up, as a Terran?
As a Terran, I would honestly be expecting also Blink, but a Charge will be very scary here, in my opinion, because usually the follow-up for the Terran after a reaction like this is going to be dropping Vikings with a 1-1-1 2 siege tank poke. But in that case, Charge will be very great, but I don't think we're going to see that from KeeN here. I think KeeN is just going to increase his barracks count and then start researching Stim and combat shield soon. and then we'll be trying to get back into the macro game. And we do see a +1 attack and a blink coming in from Patience.
Yeah, but there is a scary force coming out across the map for KeeN and Patience.
Right.
His blink is not nearly done yet. I think this attack might start before that blink actually finishes.
Right, but nice reaction from Patience, trying to force that siege up and trying to buy some time. In a poke like this, the time is everything, and KeeN just decides to back up.
Oh, that's gonna be really good for Patience because his blink was not anywhere done, and he did actually go for a third Nexus. So
Right.
this is gonna be pretty safe. I think
And
KeeN could have gone for the attack, maybe.
but I think that would have been too much for the Terran player to handle. Because Patience was just buying too much time, and if the blink just got in time, although the blink was still far away from finishing, KeeN probably didn't have the knowledge of that. So I think it was rather dangerous. But we do see that Gateway actually got powered down in the 6 o'clock position, and we do see a possibly scary blink push coming in to the main base. Oh, I'm scary, Snoopy. I'm scared.
KeeN has a really nice defense setup though, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't see these blink stalkers doing too much damage.
True. Probably a supply depot and everything will be over here soon.
Yeah, and Patient does get out just in time as soon as Stim finishes, so luckily his stalkers will be safe.
Ooh, but that gateway though, that is not destroyed yet, and Patience can just spawn in units. Isn't that correct, Snoopy?
Yeah, he's adding a bunch of more gateways, so I mean,
Ooh.
if that gateway does not get taken down, actually, some Marines are gonna go ahead and finally take that down.
Right. Oh, but at what cost, Snoopy? Oh, but we do see another nice movement coming from KeeN, moving to the triple position of the Patience.
Yeah, Patience needs to retreat these stalkers. He's trying to warp some more units in, and this hallucinated Phoenix will finally scout the army position. And here we go. We have a nice little concave here with the blink. Oh, actually, he's going to go ahead and retreat it back to his main army there.
But we do see some nice force field, buying some time for Patience. I think for Patience, time is everything. He just needs to get in those warp in timing, but he decides to blink in. This, some poor connection from the Widow Mine, but is this going to be enough from Patience? I think there's just too much Marauders and Marines, Snoopy. The probes gets pulled, and I think... Oh, wait, is Patience gonna hold this?
I don't know. There's still a bunch more army left. I mean, he might need to sack all these probes just to maybe hold it, but I think just waiting for more warp-ins. The Immortal is barely coming out. That's definitely going to help with the Immortal, with the Marauders.
Right, but GG is going to be called, and KeeN takes the first game. Now, Snoopy, do you know why this series is possible?
How come? Why is it possible?
It is because of our very thankful sponsor, Bubba Burger. So Bubba Burger is the #1 branded frozen burger in the United States. Try all 8 of their burger varieties as well as all of our other great new additions. So thanks to Bubba Burger, this series was possible.
Yeah, I mean, we have a bunch of sponsors. First and foremost, Africa TV. Thank you for sponsoring the Afro Pro series, as well as Matcherino. And then also Bubba Burger, like you mentioned, they have a variety of flavors. I mean, there's a turkey burger, there's a vegan burger, an Angus burger, different varieties that you can get. So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, huge shout out. Alright, so it seems like the next map is going to be Port Alexander.
Alrighty, yeah, KeeN has a 1-0 lead far from over. It's the best of 9, so first player to 5 wins does win the series. So plenty of chances for Patience to come back. I did like his opening. Despite him losing the game, I did like his opening, you know, trying to go out with a come out aggressive with a little bit of a cheese. I guess not full on cheese, but somewhat of a cheese. It wasn't fully committed, but I think Patience, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's gonna go into the second game looking for a more standard opening here.
Right. I totally agree with you, Patience. And I think KeeN knows that possibly Patience is going to be most likely going to be playing standards. I think KeeN is just not going to scout again. So let's see what game 2 is going to bring for us. I'm so excited, Snoopy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And here we go. Alright.
Alrighty.
You want to go ahead and start off?
Sure. I'll start off in the bottom right corner. It is the blue Protoss Patience.
And spawning at the top left corner of the map is our red Terran player. He's up 1-0, looking to extend his lead. It is KeeN.
Alright, seems like we're just gonna see a standard opening. And one thing to note, KeeN is going for the gas first instead of the barracks and then gas. So we're probably gonna see more of a techie build coming up for this matchup, for this specific game.
Yep,
and we see.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. It's alright.
We do see a little bit of a probe scout from Patience. I'm gonna go ahead and see if, I mean, last game he did open up with a proxy, so gonna go ahead and scout his opponent to see if he's gonna get proxied himself. But he is gonna find that there isn't gonna be any cheese out there, and it's gonna be pretty standard.
Oh, some little pokey coming in from the Probius over there, but probably not gonna be much damage as KeeN just pulls his SCV back into his mineral line.
And we do see the Reaper coming out here. Gonna go across the map. Patience might need... Oh, actually, Patience does a nice job denying the CC. So KeeN's gonna go ahead and throw that CC a little bit away from the center position.
Right. And was it a Cybercore first or was it a Nexus first? I wasn't able to see that.
That looks like a cybernetic core first, actually.
I think that was because he realized that it was gas first, and B, it's off location, and he denied building the CC for a little while. So I think that Adept was I think that Adept might be able to cancel the CC, but we'll have to see.
Oh, does get the nice Reaper there. That's a nice touch. So there is actually no defense against this Adept. And the SCV got harassed so much that he actually had to retreat. And there's actually, the CC is like not even building at all now.
Right. This hurts. This hurts. KeeN is hurting right now. And Adept does confirm that the CC is not being built. Which means I bet Patience is smiling a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, as a Protoss player, I'll be smiling as well. I mean, you're denying that the Terran player so much. I mean, you're delaying that CC by so much. And actually, these units out here might get caught off. These Adepts gonna finish a shade. And oh no, KeeN is in trouble here.
All these Marines are probably gonna go down with correct focus firing. Oh, but still, this is way too much damage for two Adepts. Four SCVs not mining, but losing those two Adepts for all those denying mining time and CC not going up, I think that's absolutely worth it, Snoopy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Patience, he's almost saturated his mineral line in his natural, while KeeN is still halfway done with the CC.
Oh man, this... I just love it, Snoopy. These pro players are going back and forth, and it's absolutely awesome. But one thing to note is that KeeN is still doing a good job making sure that the supply count is still even. And that's one thing to note for sure.
Yeah, it seems like he's investing a lot into army here. I mean, he's ahead by 17, 19 now to 6. So it looks like he's gonna go ahead and maybe do a timing attack. Maybe, I'm not sure, but
Right.
if he lets patience play out into the mid to long game, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a trouble as he's already behind 10 workers and patience already to getting his third nexus.
Right. I think if KeeN cannot do any damage with the following push, I think we might be able to see a GG and a tied series.
Yeah, certainly looking really good for patience. Although there is a little bit of a sneaky, sneaky liberator gonna go ahead and retreat.
Right.
I thought he was gonna actually siege up the natural, but for some reason he's gonna go ahead and back that out.
Right. Oh, a Widow Mine getting picked up there, and a siege up coming in. The longer this game goes, patience is looking better. I'm afraid, Snoopy. I'm afraid right now.
Yeah, but actually I'm a little bit afraid for patience in the meantime because he only is working off 3 gateways. That's not a lot of gateways. He's adding more, but it's not gonna be done before this attack commences. I mean, he might, in the worst case scenario, need to sack this third base.
Ooh, and the bunker coming down. This nice 1-1-1 push coming in. And I think this is why he kept the Liberator. Just to make sure that he can hit the natural right now. And I think Patience has to give up that third base. And I think KeeN is looking a bit better right now. And a mass recall coming down.
Yeah, not looking too bad, but I think with the recall and the retreat of those probes, Patience still looking to be in a good position. I mean, his gate was just done, so he can warp in some more units to defend against that. And I don't think KeeN has a third base. He doesn't. Yeah, he hasn't made the third base yet, so he can. Patient could afford to, sack that third base, and as long as he can, break this, I think he should be fine.
Right, and also Patience is going for another third Nexus on the 6 o'clock position over there. Oh, so I think Patience, despite not being able to get those gas, is looking good. And also he's trying to come in from both the 11 o'clock position from the Terran's current army and trying to sandwich him. But is this going to be enough? The bunkers are finished. The siege tanks goes down. And the pushing power seems to be lost now. And more weapons coming in. Snoopy, I think without a third coming in from KeeN is not looking that strong right now.
Yeah, it's I mean, his bunker and Marine's gonna get cleaned up, which is gonna go ahead and lower his army supply. And Patience working off so many gateways with a third Nexus, and no. Okay, his KeeN does make a third CC just now, but he is definitely gonna be behind and playing catch up at this point.
Right. And also the upgrade difference right now with Chrono Boost from Protoss as well. I don't think KeeN can follow up on the upgrade as well.
All right, so I don't know. I think I don't play Terran, so I wouldn't know. But I mean, usually when you're a little bit behind, or at least you get the feeling that you're behind. I mean, what do you think KeeN can do? What would you do to try to crawl back into this game here?
Right. If there's one total differentiating factor, it is what KeeN is doing right now. It is going to be drops. The best way to turn the tide of the game is huge drops that hurt the enemy's economy and that hurts the enemy's infrastructure. So if KeeN can perfectly make those happen and slowly take the third base and slowly catch up on upgrades, then because of these drops, he's going to be able to lay down paths for the late game. Mid game, I don't expect KeeN to do that much, except for all these drops and doing a lot of damage to the infrastructure. But if he can survive this, and if he can make enough damage with these drops, KeeN is going to be looking good in the late game. And here comes the first drop on the third base location, which is now a fourth. Oh, but spawns coming in, warpins coming in. Ah, it's not looking that good. But over here on the 6 o'clock position, 5 probe going down with a lot of lost mining time. Oh, I like this. He's buying a lot of time, which is what he needs right now. But he loses 1 medevac, which is not that bad. And I think he might be able to destroy the Nexus on the 6 o'clock position. This is what KeeN exactly needed to do, and he is doing it perfectly. Destroying the 6 o'clock position, and also denying a little bit of mining time, which is good, but he cannot lose that medevac.
Ooh.
Oh, nice reaction from KeeN. Wow.
Yeah, that was a bit close there.
Yeah. But those Zealots in position to scout anything. Yeah, if KeeN rinse and repeats this over and over again, I think he can crawl back in.
Yeah, in fact, I think he might be even a little bit ahead at this point. I mean, he's ahead in workers with that Muse. I think that's pretty nice. I think he's a bit behind in the upgrade though, so that's something that he needs to keep his eye on, as he is working on 1-1 against Patience, who is on 2-2 upgrades.
Right, and he also loses a medevac there, which does kind of hurt. For now, we can see that the pressure is going to stop a little bit, but because these medevacs were present, Patience has to be a little bit careful here, because if he mispositions his army just by a little bit, then his probes are gonna die. But we see Patience here trying to come in. Oh, is it gonna lose his warp prism?
Oh!
He loses the warp prism, but 4 Zealots still did land.
Yeah,
He's doing some damage.
I still think. I mean, I think he would have hoped to save that warp prism, because right now his Dark Shrine just finished. I think he could have warped in some DTs in the main base if he hadn't lost that. But now it looks like KeeN will clean up the rest of these charge blocks.
Right. Let's see. We do not see a force base coming yet for KeeN, correct?
No fourth base yet. But we do have a fourth base from Patience.
Right. I think what KeeN is looking for here is he's trying to squeeze out units with 3 base in order to make that huge push at 200, possibly at 200 timing, in order to end the game. Because I think KeeN knows at this moment that there's going to be at least 4 bases for Patience here. So I think he might just squeeze out unit at this point.
Yeah, actually, we might have a little bit of a base trade here. Looks like these armies kind of maneuvering across one. Actually, the DTs. Okay, the DTs goes in. I don't know if he caught that or not, but he should be aware that DTs are on the field. And actually, oh, these some mortars and sentry gets taken on the middle there.
Nice pickup. And the factory going on a little trip, scout trip, just gets taken down, unfortunately. Oh, I really like the SimCity from KeeN over here. Little mousetrap.
Yeah, it's a really nice setup there.
Nice drops coming in, but the positioning of Patience and KeeN's army on the middle section is kind of worrying me. Patience can scoop in to the possibly the 3rd base location, just like that.
Oh.
But another Doom drop coming in from KeeN here. Oh, 2 important battles. Oh, Patience is just Oh! A huge catch from Patience. All the medevacs are gonna go down. But Marines and Marauders standing their ground, fighting. But this hurts for KeeN, no doubt. He needs to start building Liberators, but he needs to get back into the medevac production. So I don't think this this was really worth it for KeeN over here, Snoopy.
Yeah, it was a really nice setup or defense by Patience, leaving a bunch of stalkers in the main base, catching so much medevacs, and those medevacs had a lot of units in there, so that was a really good pick off for Patience.
Right. Well, we do see KeeN taking the 4th base here. And probably gonna turn into a planetary. Yep, he just does that right now. Oh, these Widow Mines versus Warp Prism.
Oh boy.
Oh! No way!
Oh, it
Oh!
actually dodges it. Oh, another dodge.
Oh!
Oh my god, this War Prism
No!
is like a cat.
Oh my god, and DTs are gonna warp in on the main base. Liberators are gonna react, but oh, the 3rd base. Colossus and Stalkers going in. But he's gonna pull back just a little. Oh, actually, a very nice hold and a counter attack coming in from KeeN. A perfect reaction. Oh, but DT's gonna hold that, and the 4th base, the planetary. If he loses this, then he's gonna be in a bad position. He needs to make that live as long as possible. Oh, the planetary is gonna go down. But the main army, is it gonna come back or look for a base trade? It looks like it's gonna decide to come back. And a mass recall going down for Patience. Oh, how's the mines doing? How's the mineral doing? Is it? Let's see. The 3rd base looks like it's drying up. The 2nd base is almost mined out, and the 1st base is almost completely mined out. So he's gonna move the main base to the 4th base location. Oh, but I'm not optimistic right now.
Oh, it's really gonna come down to this engagement in the middle there. Oh, actually, oh my god, KeeN going for another Doom drop. Actually leaves behind 2 tanks, unfortunately.
I think this is the final push for KeeN. It's either kill Patience or play another game of catch up. And I think KeeN will be looking forward to end the game over here right now.
Yeah, actually, Patience is splitting up his army. He's actually sending his high-tech units across the map and just leaving the stalkers and the gateway units to defend at home.
Ooh, and I think Stalkers and Zealots are going to be enough to hold this position. And the 4th base is gonna go down. And a huge blink coming in, catching those Liberators unseen. And I think we're gonna see a GG here for KeeN. Because no scans coming down, those DTs are doing work. Oh, KeeN. Oh, but he actually does get some value off of that as well because of the nice positioning. And he's gonna hit those mineral lines just once again, trying to equalize the economy. But I don't think it's gonna be enough from KeeN. And a GG is called.
What a great game by both players here.
Yeah, I think we're in for a great night, Snoopy.
Oh yeah.
This game is awesome.
Definitely. Alright, now it's gonna be KeeN's KeeN's map of choice as this loser's pick. And we'll see what he which map he chooses. Alright, looks like it's gonna be King's Cove.
King's Cove. I saw, like, it was King Sejong's. It was King Sejong's.
Station.
What's that? Yeah, a very old map.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's actually before I started StarCraft, so it's actually kind of very old.
Yeah, it was one of the popular maps too.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Well, Patience is ready. KeeN is ready.
And I think we are going to start.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Looks like.
okay.
Yep. Countdown has begun. All right. Game number 3, King's Cove LE.
King's Cove. A map that's very similar to Abyssal Reef, I must say.
Yeah, a lot of people says King's Cove reminds them of Abyssal Reef, definitely with the aesthetics.
Right. And here we are.
All right, here spawning at the bottom right, we have our blue Protoss. Just won a great game in game number 2. Looking to repeat it, it is Patience.
Alright, now on the 11 o'clock position, we have the Red Terran. KeeN! We do see another gas burst from KeeN.
Yeah, probably gonna use that gas to open up with a Reaper, or possibly if he opens up with a Marine, we'll invest in a really quicker factory. But we shall see. But actually, your Patience, he's kind of a little worried. He's gonna go ahead and actually scout around the edges of his base just to see if there's any proxy by KeeN. Unfortunately, there's actually no proxy out in the map.
Right. In the in games such as GSL or recently in IEM or WESG, we have seen quite a bit of Marauder Hellion, and it all started in this map, if I'm aware. So I think they were trying to, I think Patience was trying to look out for those. But a Nexus is gonna come down. Another scout goes out.
All right. So as we wait to see what these players are gonna go for, just want to ask you a question. I was just wondering, how did you actually come up with your username, Potato Pub?
Potato Plug.
Yeah.
All right. So here's this 6th grader back like I don't know, like 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Minecraft, right? And I was thinking to myself, what will be a nice name? And a few years later, around 9th grade or something like that, Potato. I found Potato in Minecraft, and I just liked the word pleb, so I just combined those two. And it was Potato Pleb. And it's a cute name as well, Potato Pleb. So
Yeah.
I just liked it.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, at first, because at first I saw your name, I was like, maybe maybe this guy likes Mr. Potato Head from Toy Story or something, and then, or he just really loves potato.
Alright, but back to the game, we actually do see a Stargate coming down again from Patience.
Yeah, and this Reaper's actually there's a stalker to deny it, so I don't think this Reaper will scout it anytime soon unless he decides to commit to the scout.
Right.
In the meantime, Adept is across the map. There's actually nothing to defend against. Oh, actually no, 2 Hellions just arrived just in time.
Barely. Oh, but the Hellion gets stuck and can't micro, but the Shade does come in and saves that Hellion. Ooh, and the Scouts.
Oh, this Reaper bypasses everything, scouts the Stargate.
But is it gonna be a good scout? Because right now, although he scouted it, he doesn't really have units to defense against Stargate's tech. Now the Cyclone's gonna come in, but is the Oracle gonna get there first, or is the Cyclone gonna come out in time?
Well, unfortunately for Patience, he did have to waste a bit of energy to kill that Reaper. So that Oracle won't be won't be attacking anytime soon, or at least he's not gonna get as much damage as he wants. But oh, actually does get a nice SCV building that CC, so that's not too bad.
Yeah. Of the single stalker and few adepts. Or did I speak too soon? Whoa! Quite a bit of damage coming in. If we look at the resource tab, resource loss tab though, we can see that Terran is still behind right now. He lost about like 200 more minerals, more than Patience right now. So I don't think that losing those Hellion was that worth it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he definitely would have wanted to go into the natural or main to kill some probes, but it's not the end of the game for him. I mean, it's not. I mean, 4 Hellions is pretty cheap. It's just minerals. It's not gas invested in it. But oh, actually these few Marines with a Cyclone, kind of a weird attack, but actually it might work out really well for him.
The Oracle comes in and the poor Cyclone gets picked up and gets killed. And I think we're gonna see another pickup here if the Phoenix has the energy. Unlucky. Yeah, but KeeN is losing a lot of stuff without doing that much damage right now.
Yeah, I mean, luckily for him, he does have a his Dirt CC about to land, so he will be able to at least start building up his economy. And it looks like Patience isn't attacking anytime too soon as well. So both players gonna go ahead and be content with just macroing up and then start building their army composition.
Right. You know what, Snoopy? I hope this game lasts about 30 minutes, and I hope we see nukes. Because I want to see nukes.
Nukes.
I know it's kind of rare in TVP, but I really do hope that we see some nukes today.
You know what? I wouldn't be against that. I definitely want to see some nukes as well. That would be pretty sweet.
And we do see 2 medevacs going out. Gonna get scouted by the Oracle. Did both players reacting promptly. Yeah, I think we're in here for the long haul, Snoopy. I think it's gonna be a rather long game.
Yeah, it seems so to me as well. Looks like, actually, I like this. Patience gonna go ahead and move his. You see, this scout those 2 medevacs gonna go ahead and move his stalkers just to try to catch that, but unfortunately for him, those 2 medevacs did actually retreat back home, so won't be sniping any medevacs anytime soon. All right.
Templar's Archive.
Oh, that observer actually sees.
Oh, wait, did he see that warpin? Did he see that warpin?
I don't think so. He didn't really react to it.
Oh, but a nice turret. But I think he's just gonna bypass that.
Oh, jeez.
The natural's being ripped up by Zealots right now, and in the 6 o'clock position, KeeN is about to get caught off. Oh, this is rather. It's really hard to call who had the advantage there, but most definitely Patience has the upper hand right now. Taking one of that medevac full of units, and also making the natural not work for a while, and taking 3 SCB. I think if we look in the long term right now, Patience is absolutely in a better position. There's 1,000 resource differences right now, so if we move on to the total late game, let me think the English word for this. But late game where you're all about the resource, about the last minerals and stuff, Patience actually has the upper hand right now.
Yeah, and actually he's gonna fly into his War Prism into the main base unnoticed, and there is an undefended base. Oh, luckily for him, it's only just 3 adepts. It could have been worse if it was a big warp in there.
Right. And the recall gonna come in. But another thing to note here, Snoopy. Another thing to note here is that KeeN forgot to hit his level 2 armor upgrade.
Oh, yeah, that might actually be a problem because Patience is already on 2-2. He's got Charge and Storm about to finish. So it's going to
Ooh.
be a scary army pretty soon.
And Patience sees everything right now.
Oh, yeah. His map vision is just so good right now. He's got pylons, observers all across the map.
And the Willemite, only a stalker, not bad.
All right, Storm just finished there. Do we see any High Templars? Looks like we only have 4 here.
I think the High Templars are in the safety of the Warp Prism right now. Let's see.
Oh, right, he has 2 in it, right.
Right. These High Templar drops with those storms are going to be the decisive factor. But if he loses the Warp Prism, oh, but he still does get those storm off before the Warp Prism dies. But that's gonna shut down this entire push potentially.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to lose 2 High Templars and the War Prism. Just wasn't paying attention for that 1 second there, and unfortunately, he had to retreat back. Now it looks like KeeN is on the offensive move here.
Ooh, I like this move from KeeN right now. He's almost maxed out. He has a good unit composition with Liberators, and with some nice splits against some of the High Templars, I think
Oh
he
my
should
god!
be able to push. But nice storms coming in, cleaning up all those Marines and hurting those Marauders. Ooh. This game is too back and forth right now. I love it, Snoopy. I love it.
Yeah, man, this map is really big, and so there's a lot of spaces for engagements and for actually army maneuvering. So you see, KeeN going for the north, and then you see Patience now going through the middle here.
Oh, but Snoopy, remember that KeeN didn't hit his level 2 armor upgrade?
Uh-huh.
I think that's gonna come into play a lot in just a bit. Protoss 3-3 is about to finish, but right now the Terran is on 1-2. So I think if Patient hits the timing perfectly, he might be able to break through this. And also he's maneuvering around those Liberators right now. Oh, I see a scary push, Snoopy. I see a scary push.
Oh man, what an awkward positioning right here.
Yeah.
Oh, but really nice spread there by KeeN. His army is kind of splitting off, and he's actually going to take this down this Nexus, which is a nice catch. Oh, but these disruptors!
Oh, and those disruptors!
Oh, gets one last good hit there.
Oh, and the High Templar is gonna die, unfortunately. But gets a nice storm off. Oh, and I think we're gonna see it. Another Doom drop.
Oh, this is kind of scary there. There's actually a lot of the Zealots there ready to defend. But these Liberators sieging is going to make this really hard and really cost efficient for KeeN.
Oh, and he dodges those storms, right? Oh, but storms are doing work. And because of the feedback that Patience did, there's no sustain here, and he loses all the medevacs. I am not sure who to favor right now. What do you think, Snoopy?
I think KeeN took the better end of that trade. I mean, his Liberator is still not cleaned up yet. It's still being sieged at the natural, so he can't mine. And now, looks like KeeN is going to target the middle base. There's a lot of Liberators. Oh, it's unsieged.
Oh! The unsiege, and Patience takes the opportunity. Oh, but he's gonna lose quite a bit of stalkers here with few Liberators.
Oh my god. Okay, finally he does clean up the Liberators at the natural. with it, but it did cost a lot.
Yeah, and I think that robotics support bay might go down if patience is not careful here. And the stalkers are fighting one by one. Oh, now it gets cleaned up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it was too big of a deal if the robotic spade did go down, because right now you notice that there is a lot of liberators, so he's now transitioning into Tempest. 4 Tempests in the production tab, about to pop out, and that's definitely going to help against those liberators.
Right. Ooh, this game is finally going into the late games, and I think we're going to see who's the better macro player soon.
Yeah, a little bit of a attack here at the 4th base, or 5th base rather. But
Right.
nice defense there. Got a couple cannons, got a couple of high Templars. I think he should be able to clean this up with a bit more warp. And actually, he's gonna go ahead and retreat his army back.
Right, but KeeN got lots of value there. He was able to pick off about 4 High Templars for free, and also 4 photon cannons and 2 shield battery. If we look in the super long term, which this game might go, I think KeeN is starting to take a little bit of small advantage here and there, which might affect the supreme late game.
Yeah, but there's so many liberators here. Oh, finally the Tempest comes in and Storm. Nice Storm on the liberators.
Oh, those Tempests are doing work, Snoopy.
Oh yeah.
All those liberators.
Oh, actually, they're gonna bypass each other. He's gonna go ahead and retreat his Tempest to at least deal with the liberators. But in the meantime, he's gonna send his whole army into the across the map into KeeN's base.
Oh, is this worth it for patience?
Oh, I'm not sure.
These planetaries are strong, and these but these Tempest goes down, and
Oh,
patience is looking rather. Oh, but patience still has a nice stalker army on the other side. The army supply for KeeN is dwindling. Oh, but nice liberator wall there.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be hard to break. And so basically they traded a base for a base. Although I think, oh my, yeah, so I mean, overall workers killed pretty even, 33 to 30. So I guess a pretty even trade there. But patience, look at the armies, total supply and army supply is way ahead of patience. And he does have the, oh actually, yeah, he does have an upgrade lead. 3-3 and 1 shield versus 3-2.
And also, on the base at 12 o'clock position that was destroyed, there were 3 CCs there that got destroyed because of this push. But now, Patient just has so much stuff compared to KeeN. I'm starting to get worried for KeeN here, Snoopy.
Yeah, me too.
And I think that 12:30, 1 o'clock position base is going to get spotted here and just going to go down. And with this planetary gone, there's realistically 1 base that KeeN can mine from. And I just don't think that it's looking good for KeeN here.
Yeah, it looks like Patience recognizes how small the army is, and he's gonna possibly go for it. Nope, looks like there's just too much liberators for him to commit to. So he's gonna go ahead and back out, just continually making those Tempests, 4 more Tempests coming out, and actually, yeah, 3 already out in the middle of the map. So he's gonna build up the Tempest count to counter these mass liberators.
Right, and there's really no answer for KeeN anymore to counter those Tempests. So I think after this massive fight, we might see a GG. But Liberators, Marines, and Marauders, they are absolutely scary stuff. So there might be some changing factors here. But those Tempests, they're just shooting away in such a long distance. And with those Oracle tags, it's just looking scary, Snoopy.
Yeah, looks like KeeN's just gonna go for it. He's got this concave, gonna try to siege up all these liberators. Oh, Oh, actually,
Nice EMPs coming down. Oh, but there's just too much stuff for patience. And GG.
well, we did see the those ghosts come out later in the game, but unfortunately, no nukes.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think if Supernova was playing, I think we'll definitely see nukes.
Oh yeah, Supernova definitely love his nukes.
Exactly.
All right, so it looks like Patience, after being down 0-1, has managed to take the lead 2-1. I mean, still plenty of more games to go, as there is a best of 9, so best of 5, or actually, first player to 5 wins will win the series. And it looks like KeeN's gonna go ahead and choose Kairos. So anyhow, before we get into our 4th game here, just want to go ahead and shout out to one of our sponsors, 24 Hour Fitness. You know, we all want to get healthier, right?
Exactly.
A little bit of exercise does help. That's what I've heard. And yeah, so basically 24 Hour Fitness, bring your friends and you can get your results. You know, you can get it through a free fit plan. They have studio classes, pools, cardio equipment, and they're located in 436 locations.
Wow.
Yeah, so you could get your network to all the clubs with your included membership, and you could try them for free for 7 days with their 7-day pass if you complete one of the sponsor quests in Maturino. And we'll just go and throw in a little bit of a commercial here from 24 Hour Fitness before we get into this next game.
Time is now, place is here to rest. Feeling the holes on my soul. I see, I like, I go, I get. No one can hold me back. I see, I like, I go, I get. Go, I get, go, I get, go, I get now. Go, I get, go, I get, go, I get now.
All right, and we're back.
All right. So, should I start off?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So on the 11 o'clock position, we have this blue Protoss Patience.
And spawning at the bottom right, we have our red Terran player. He's down 1 game, but looking to tie up the series. It is KeeN.
Oh, we do see a barracks first and then gas this time round. So I think he's gonna focus a little bit more on the faster Reaper, and probably is gonna. I'm thinking that he might actually go for some of the innovations build.
Yeah, it's very possible. I think, you know, Innovation, one of those Terrans that have so much success over the years that just players just likes to emulate and copy their builds. And I think KeeN might be copying Innovation, as Innovation recently won the WESCG tournament.
WESG, that's
Yeah,
correct.
So yeah, KeeN maybe have studied some of his replays or something. But anyhow, we do have a pretty much standard opening from both players. As I think after that first game, it's been pretty standard from both players throughout the night or throughout the morning,
Right.
wherever you are.
During the night. But I think we do see some delay coming in from the CC, but with the new Adept patch, I don't think it should matter that much. But I think Patience was trying to, he was trying to delay it a little bit, you know, with their first Cyber Core and then the Nexus. Yeah, he was trying to get cheeky there.
Yeah, and looks like oh, you know, this little wall here by Patience, I just really love this because there's pretty much like 2 ways you can get your Reaper into the Protoss base. This wall basically limits it to only one pathway. So I really like that. I think I might copy this.
Yeah, I hate that wall as Terran.
Yeah.
Because my Reaper gets trapped in there, and there's this random stalker just shooting at your Reaper, and you just die. But
Yeah.
I think that Adept's just gonna chase down, but ooh, gets the last hit off.
Yeah, and oh, it looks like this probe is still hanging around. Unfortunately for him, there is a second SCV to help defend against that, so not too much slowdown and delay on that CC compared to the previous games where his CC was like delayed by so much.
Right. Oh, but Adept's chase.
Oh,
Ooh. SCV's helping out here, and then one Adept goes down. And will the second Adept... Oh, I think for the exchange here, I think Terran can smile a little bit because it was only an SCV with a Marine with the cost of an Adept, which in terms of money, I think is better for the Terran.
yeah, that it started off looking pretty scary, and so yeah, I would have to agree that didn't do as much damage as Patient wanted. So I think KeeN definitely happy with that.
Right. And there's a proxy pylon going down.
Yeah, we do actually see 5 gateways with a chrono blink, so it looks like he wants to do a blink timing here. Probably harass and allow him to at least get the stalkers across the map while he takes his dirt base here. It's not super committed because it's only 5 gateways. It's not like it's like a 7-8 blink, gateway blink stalker timing, so it's not too committed, and so it's just I think it's just basically to harass and keep KeeN his army back at the base.
Right. Let's see. Will that... Oh, I think we're going to see another follow-up with 3 barracks and possibly going up to 5 with 3 tech less producing Marauders and Marines. And, oh, 6 o'clock position, we see a very scary gateway coming down. But
Alright.
I think that the Terran is in a better position here. He has a lot of siege tanks. He has 2 siege tanks right now, ready to fire at the stalkers, and he has the Viking to deny the hallucination. But ooh. Oh, and he just decides to blink in. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of damage coming in from Patience. First goes down 2 probes. I mean 2 SCVs.
Ooh.
Oh, and the damage is just piling up. Oh, and some nice blink control there. Oh, but the angle is getting smaller for Patience here with Siege Tank choking in. Oh, but a nice bold blink from Patience takes down a Siege Tank, and with the reinforcing Stalkers, I think Patience is ready to clean up all these units with Bunker trying to go down but does not get finished. Oh, I think Patience is in for the kill here. Ooh. Some hot blinks coming in from... Oh, but at the 12 o'clock position, we also see a Viking trying to go in and do what? And do some counter probe damage, but the blinks here from the natural and from the main. GG.
Yeah, I think Patience, one of those players that kind of known for a little bit for his questionable blink. Sometimes he will blink into very dangerous armies.
Situations.
Yeah, so I think that was one of his examples there. So KeeN does takes game number 4 and ties it up 2-2.
Right. If I'm aware, Chinese casters like to call patience impatience sometimes. Because of some of those blink actions. But now, we're going to talk about burgers again, Boba burgers. So, remember how I told you about those nice frozen burgers?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they actually do have a lot of varieties. They have burgers such as turkey onion. They have the jalapeno and the sweet onion, and they got just so many varieties in Bubba Burger, and it is actually rather rather nice as well. There's in the case of the gourmet slider taste from the Bubba Burgers, it is 100% USDA choice chuck beef with no added sodium. Not only that, it is never made with MSG, soy, nitrates, or nitrites, and it is gluten free. Isn't that just amazing?
Ah, nice.
Right, and also there are lots of good meal ideas as well, such as using some cheese and toppings. Is there a limit to Bubba Burgers, Snoopy? Is there a limit?
I don't think so. They're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Exactly.
And you can find them in your Walmart and Target. They're pretty much everywhere.
Right. So, after this game, I'm gonna go buy myself a Bubba Burger.
What better way to enjoy a great series with a great burger?
Exactly. Who needs McDonald's when you got Bubba Burgers?
Yeah, and you can cook it to your liking. You could add bacon, you can add cheddar cheese, whatever you want.
Just absolutely perfect. Now, next map is going to be Year Zero.
Yep.
Do you like Year Zero?
I think, I don't know, it feels like a little bit of a weird layout to me. But I don't think I have played enough on it to make a conclusion, so I'm not too sure. But anyhow, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Here at the top left, we have our red Protoss player. He is Patience.
Bum. Alright, and on the top right corner, we have the blue Terran, KeeN.
Alright, looks like we have the same opening from Patience, possibly from game number 1, as he is sending that little probe really early to the bottom of the base of KeeN. So I think he might do the same build where he made the proxy gateway and go for a double stalker opening here.
Right. And no one really scouts down here, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a really smart play by Patience to build a proxy location over there.
Yeah, it's a little bit far further away than I had actually predicted, so it might actually be something besides a gateway. But actually, let's see. Oh, looks like it is going to be a gateway.
All right.
So first game, it didn't really work out as he probably had wanted. So he's going to go ahead and try to do the same opening here and maybe hope for a better result this time around.
Right.
And luckily for him, the same situation in the first game, KeeN did not scout his opponent, so he actually does not see this coming as well.
But I think a game like the last game, I just don't think that Patience would have proxied, because last game was kind of out of ordinary as well, just blink all in kind of a vibe. But we do see a Reaper Scout that's going to come in and see that there's going to be a pylon missing and there's going to be a lack of expansion. I think he's going to see everything.
Yeah, he's going to see everything, as well as... Oh, looks like the Reaper does come in. Immediately retreats. Oh, actually...
Ooh, and he uses an Adept to shade end.
Oh yeah,
to get the cancel.
I love that because he actually bypassed the Adept with the Reaper with this, so he is gonna take down that SCV with further delay. Oh, actually he does go into the main base.
Oh, Patience, you dirty boy! He's gonna get only 2 SCVs for now, but quite a bit of mining time from 5 or 6 SCVs over there, and he's gonna be able to take down one Marine as well, which is definitely a nice trade for one Adept. And the Natural is currently being targeted by Stalkers, but although the damage might stop right now, the damage that was dealt, such as the command center being cancelled and few SCVs going down, I think Patience is in a very good position.
Yeah, I think similar to the first game, he's kind of opened up the same build and has set up himself to be in a good position. He's got his second Nexus down. He did force KeeN to cancel it, like you said, and now KeeN is kind of behind as he's trying to build up a tank to at least secure the Natural.
Now the question is KeeN going to try to go for a drop on the other side, or is he just gonna try to build up more army and trying to brute force through the Sentry Stalker army?
I think he might actually use that starport for a either a Raven or a Liberator, and I think he can, because this map, if you siege up your opponent in that Natural's choke, it's really hard to actually break that because the choke is just really kind of small compared to other maps.
Right.
And we shall see. It looks like he's building up he's building up a tech lab. So I think he's gonna make a Raven and use that Raven to deactivate one of his units.
Or I think Cloak Banshee. Yeah, Cloak Banshee is actually a good idea here.
Yeah.
Because but I think Cloak Banshee here is better choice because Oracle, although it has the tag, the Revelation, it is unlikely that it's gonna be able to pull it off with all these zapping going down right now in the main base. Oh, but he's gonna see it. I think he saw the starport.
Yep, he definitely did.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah. So something, compared to the first game, if you remember, he did scout the Stargate with the Reaper because his Reaper was still alive. But this game around, he actually lost his Reaper to the Adept in the early stages, so he wasn't able to scout what tech Patience was transitioning into. So that Oracle did get 4 damage, 4 SCBs, so that's pretty good. But look at there, KeeN has a really scary army. He's gonna go ahead and push out.
Right.
Oh, that 2
health.
Oh.
Ooh, making some really cheeky escape from Patience. But the thing is, the push here with 2 siege tank, a Banshee, although he canceled the cloak, the Banshee can still do work if it's unchecked.
Yeah, but luckily for Patience, he actually has 3 Oracles, so plenty of revelations for revealing that Banshee. And here we go.
Oh, and just some nice force field and nice pickup from those Phoenix. I just don't see a good damage coming down for KeeN here. Losing a lot of things, but those tanks actually survive and is gonna be able to go back home and fight. But still, the zapping from Oracle and the Adept now joining in the fight.
Yeah, that was definitely a good hold for Patience there. He got his dirt base established. Still no dirt base from KeeN. He really needs to do a lot of damage to make that cost effective. And now all of a sudden, I'm not sure what KeeN can do to catch up. He's really kind of behind here.
Yeah, and the stem upgrade is really behind as well. The timing for KeeN now is very pushed back.
Yeah.
But with his economy being behind one base right now, and with probably damage gonna come in from these Oracles and Phoenix.
Oh man.
This is just brutal from Patience. Patience, stop it. 6 SCVs.
Yeah,
Going
and
down.
KeeN really needs all the SCVs he can get right now because he is down 40 to 57 workers with no dirt base to supply him with extra meals. So, I mean, this is pretty much his next big attack. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if he pulled all the boys and just go for one final push.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna look forward to in the stem upgrade timing here. But even if he doesn't all in, I think there's just too much stuff for the red Protoss player.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. I mean, he's got his glaive upgrade just finished right now. He's making plenty of depths, and that usually does really well against SCVs and Marines, which is probably going to be the bulk of KeeN's army push here.
Changing factor, Widow Mines, they are just getting picked off by Phoenixes earlier, one by one. So I think it's gonna be a hard game for KeeN to play.
Yeah, he has no intentions of playing this into the long game. I mean, still, I mean, we're at the 9:30 mark at this point, and there's still no dirt base. So he's just building up to one big army push. A little bit questionable why he's trying to drop here, because I think patience. He's got more than enough to defend his drops.
He got on the first game, I believe, but with the status ward coming down, and I think all these medevac Marines are gonna get killed off there.
Really nice foreshadowing. Yeah, KeeN just like GG's. He knows. He's just way too behind.
Oh, rather one-sided game, unlike the others. This unfortunate sets for KeeN.
Yeah, I mean these openings from patience with the proxy just really doing really well. Even during those non-proxy games, he's been doing pretty well in terms of slowing down and then delaying the Terran's CC, as well as picking off units.
Right. KeeN asking for the map pool. Oh, what's the score right now again?
We have 3-2 in favor of patience.
Oh, it's such a close game.
Yeah, really. I think even when, you know, on paper, if you put these players' names on the board, I mean, you would kind of expect a pretty even series between them.
Right.
I mean, in terms of skill levels, I kind of view them around the same level, so yeah.
So in the chat, they're like, KeeN's like new repugnancy, and then it's like spelling is like so hard, and then patience is like, yeah, I agree, and then I think it's okay just to say new.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we gotta keep in mind that English is not their first language. We got, you know, Korean is their first language, so. I mean, for me, I'm not even. I mean, my main language is English, but to learn a second language and to learn the map name, then it's kind of difficult. So understandable.
Right. All right, now we're in new repugnancy. Would you like to lead us off?
All right, sure. We have in the top right. He is the red Protoss, leading 3-2. It is patience.
In left corner, it is the blue Terran, KeeN.
And look at we have here.
Oh, I'm excited, Snoopy.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I mean, if it worked the first time and even the last game, I mean, you might as well do it. But this time, I like his new change up. He's actually sending 2 probes to fake this, to kind of let KeeN kind of anticipate that there is no proxies actually. So
Patience here.
yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you know, you have a build where two builds that opens the same but deviates into two different, you know, builds. But it's kind of the same logic, but this time around it's the same build, but a little bit of deception here with the second probe being sent out.
Right. Oh, and the proxy gateway coming down as well. And he's gonna try delaying the natural here. Oh, patience. Stop it. But it's not gonna be able to delay here, unfortunately, because of the health going down too low.
Yeah, actually, his probe might need to retreat because that Reaper is about to pop out. But I think he successfully faked it so far.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's not even sending his Reaper and the edge around the base, around his base to scout the proxies. So he pretty much is in the dark, and the first two stalkers are already being chronoed here.
Just across right away, in the hopes of getting one or two probe, but honestly, it's better to just scout the sides, you know. But here comes the first stalker. I just don't think there's gonna be enough stuff here.
Yeah, he's actually might get to cancel on that bunk. Actually, no, he's gonna pull some. Oh, actually, he's gonna go for the attack on the stalker. So stalker versus SCVs. I wonder who's gonna win that. Meow, meow, meow.
But some nice micro from KeeN. Not losing any SCV.
Almost got stuck with that stalker.
Oh, but he's delaying time for that bunker to finish. Oh my goodness, KeeN, what is wrong with your micro? You're so good, KeeN. Oh my god. Oh, absolutely exciting. Only losing two SCVs and holding off this proxy. KeeN, his micro is absolutely crazy. He's awesome.
Yeah, it must be in the Korean blood, the DNA or something.
But is gonna lose that Reaper. But I think he scouted the scouted the Twilight Council, and is gonna deal with the proxy now.
All right, looks like we have 4 stalker move out. Gonna go ahead and poke. And actually, that looks like KeeN has not decided to actually take down that gateway, so you can actually warp in some more units if you wanted to.
Right, but the risk there for KeeN was that if he kept the lock some units, and also those stalkers could have just caught that Cyclone off guard. So I think a defensive position might have been the better choice. But
yeah.
Dark Shrine is coming in.
Yeah, and I love this because, you know, that second CC is going to be delayed, so that means less energy for scans. And does KeeN even have an engineering bay? No, he does not. So this is gonna be really scary for him.
And not a Raven, but a cloaked Banshee that's coming in.
Oh man, and even
there
mixing in with a War Prism, so if the gateway does get taken down, so you can still warp it in the main base and even save it if the DTs get into trouble.
Right. Oh, gonna warp in 2 DTs on the proxy gateway, and scan situation is not looking that good.
Amiu just got called down. What the unlucky timing for him.
Yeah, I think KeeN is just gonna go for it. I think the best way for KeeN right now is just to but the GG is called.
Yeah.
I think if it was a best of 1, he was just all in right there at that moment. Oh, but unfortunately, a GG is going to be called.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate for him. I mean, he's having really big trouble against this proxy play of Patience. I mean, it's just slowing him down game after game. and that has allowed Patience to get a 4-2 lead in this best of 9 series, just one game away from winning this Alpha Pro series.
Right. Oh, Patience. Showing some great plays, showing some great strategies. Truly showing why he was in the round of 32 in GSL.
All right, and this is
I think the last map that hasn't been played yet, Cyber Forest, is gonna be
Cyber
played.
Forest. Yep. All right, as we wait for that to get set up, just one more flash shout out to one of our sponsors, 24 Hour Fitness. They they have 436 locations across the states, and so there's probably a 24-hour fitness across the street from you or down the street. Who knows? You can Google it, Google Map it. They have a lot of amenities like studio classes, pools, cardio equipments if you want to get your exercise done. And you can try them for free with a 7-day free pass when you complete one of the sponsor quests in our Matcherino, the same Matcherino from this Alpha Pro series. So just gonna go ahead and run a commercial from 24 Hour Fitness, one last one, before we start our next game.
Time is now, place is here to rest. Feeling the holes on my soul. I see, I like, I go, I get. No one can hold me back. I see, I like, I go, I get. Go, I get, go, I get, go, I get now. Go, I get, go, I get, go, I get now.
And there you have it, 24 Hour Fitness. Bring your friends, bring your families, maybe even bring your dog. Hey, dogs and cats needs exercise, right? Sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Oh, 24-hour fitness. All right. So I guess KeeN is not here at this moment.
All right. KeeN maybe taking a little bit of a break. Actually, let me go ahead and be right back as I think I gotta use the bathroom here. So I'll be right back. You can carry on until then.
Alrighty. Just waiting for KeeN over here. And oh, KeeN has returned finally. Who's Nara? Not really sure, but it seems like. Wait, special? Is Nara seriously special? Is special here as well? Oh my god! Crazy, all the good players are in this right now. Specials watching this game, Patience is playing this game, and KeeN is playing this game. Oh my goodness. All the best players are here. But regardless, the game is about to start in the Cyber Forest. It is 2-4. Match point for Patience. Will he take this game? We shall see. But in the meantime, the game will start. And on the top left corner, we have the red. And I'm sorry I cannot move around the camera because I am not controlling the camera at this moment. But on the bottom right corner, where I cannot show his main base, it is KeeN. So actually, in this series over here, in the series of Best of 9, KeeN did not proxy once, which is actually kind of interesting. But KeeN decides to go with the early gas, the gas first, and then barracks, while Patience decides to go for just the standard build with no proxies, no scouts. I think he's pretty confident. I think he's pretty confident that he can win any and all push that's about to come. And I think he's pretty confident that there's not going to be a proxy from KeeN, because A, he's in the threat of losing the whole series, and B, KeeN didn't proxy in this. Gonna go look for some cheeky proxies, but other than that, it does not seem like he's gonna do any kind of serious damage here. But first, the Cyber Core first, and then a Nexus gonna go down for Patience, and KeeN is going to do a SCV scout after the barracks here. Again, sorry about the camera not being able to move.
I'm back here.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Awesome. You should have let me know, Snoopy.
I didn't want to interrupt your your commentary, so.
But quick fact: Special is watching this game right now.
Oh, nice! Hey, welcome, Special. He's actually played in one of our previous Alpha Pro series, so thank you for playing in that as well, and hopefully you will play some more Alpha Pro series in the future. Special,
right.
one of the best foreigners out there.
I do agree. Let's see. I'm gonna set to your camera now. I think you're number 5 right now. Yeah.
All right, we have a Twilight Council coming out for Patience. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be actually before probe hallucination.
What does this mean?
That must mean he either misclick or he really thinks probe are OP.
Or I think he was trying to emulate probe transfer there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, gotta fake that proxy nexus, right?
Punches going back and forth. Did he lose that Reaper? No, he didn't.
Oh,
okay.
Yep, it's still in the middle of the map there. Just chilling. Thinking about what order he will get for lunch.
Ooh, and a nice 1 medevac drop's gonna come in from KeeN here.
Yeah, Widowmine with 6 Marines, so definitely gonna have to pull the probes in time and make sure he kind of babysits the mini map to make sure he scouts that and responds just in time and promptly. And here we go, medevac coming in here. Oh, actually the stalkers get distracted.
Oh, some nice cheeky move there by KeeN. Picking up 5 probes from that Widow mine and a lot of lost mining time from this nice marine drop over here. 7, 8 probes going down with the exchange of only few marines. 10 probes going down. This is absolutely awesome from KeeN.
Yeah, you can have not asked for a better opening for KeeN. I mean, that was just only 6 Marines and one Widow mine, and his medevac came out alive, so he can actually repair that.
Yeah, and that Widow mine that was used as a distraction got out as well. So absolutely a good trade for KeeN.
So yeah, Patience 1 game away from winning, but KeeN definitely has something to say about that. Wants to fight back, make that comeback. But again, he needs to win 3 in a row. So if he wants to have any chance of winning, definitely will have to start in this game.
I have faith in Terran. And Patience is gonna take the triple now. Relatively normal timing. I think faster than other games by any chance. I didn't really pay attention to the other games in terms of expansion timing.
Um, it's somewhere. I guess it's somewhere, somewhat around the same time, I guess.
Alright.
But yeah, it looks like actually he's gonna go for a disruptor.
Ooh, disruptors. They're a nasty unit. If you're not paying attention, you can literally die from a single disruptor or two.
Yeah, I was actually surprised because I was like expecting him to go for Colossus. We did see in one of the games earlier today in GSL Code S. I'm not gonna spoil it completely, but we did see one of the games. Dare did go for Colossus. Worked out really nicely for him. But it looks like Patience is gonna go for a disruptor with charge. Usually when you go with disruptor, you go with blink, right?
Right. But it is certainly an interesting push coming, and I think it will be better for KeeN to just stay home if he scouts this by any chance. But he decides to siege up and take the fight against Patience before every upgrade is done. Now, the disruptor getting ready to get that shot off. Oh, stim pack finally being finished. Now, KeeN can attack if he wants because that stim pack is finished.
Oh, this disruptor is gonna get picked off.
God, but nice force field coming down from Patience. But we do see a Dark Shrine follow-up from Patience. Oh, this is interesting, I must say.
Oh my god, this Widow Mine in the natural once again. Jesus Christ, how many probes this game? It's 26 probes going down this game so far.
And also some nice Warp Prism movements in the main as well. Picking up only 6 SCV, but Vikings as well. The Siege Tech needs to focus down the Colossus, but it is a scary push that's coming right now. Oh, and the Disruptor! Oh, nice
no.
blitz coming in, and the Colossus goes down. And I think there's just too much Marines and Marauders. A lot more probes going down once again. Although there were a little bit of damage done to the SCVs, I think really good. Going to return home. I think he accidentally pressed the all army hockey there.
Oh no, actually Patience, he split up his Stalker force, he tried to pick up some reinforcements, but unfortunately for him, KeeN is actually going in for the kill here.
Yeah, and the Colossus is gonna go down. And the Desperation Dark Templar here. Oh, no scan yet? Oh, but yes scan. Without a shadow of a doubt. And GG is called. Snoopy, do you think KeeN can come back?
Well, it's only 2 more games, so it's still quite possible actually. But he needs to stop taking, a lot of damage from those early, Stalker and the Depth Harass. I think if he does that, he sets up himself in a pretty nice position. But that game, those Widow Mine drops, I think those were the MVPs.
Right, getting those hot bombs in there. But one thing to note so far is that KeeN actually never proxied this game.
Yeah, that is true.
Right, so I actually hope KeeN actually does 1 or 2 cheeky plays, maybe in the mix, because Patience, as we saw in the last game, he didn't go scout, except for that little check on the third base location, but other than that, he is not scouting right now. So I think that puts the whole entire series on the line. But a proxy that could possibly push KeeN a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I mean, Patience is going to choose Automaton, and you know, Automaton has one of the larger surface areas for the main base in which a proxy Reaper can do quite a good amount of damage.
Right.
So we shall see. Both players are ready. Countdown has begun, and here we go into our 8th game.
Into automation.
Alrighty, and here we go at the 8 o'clock position. It is the red Protoss player looking to close it out this game. It is Patience.
And on the 2 o'clock position, trying to come back and win the series, it is KeeN. Ba-ba-da-ba. KeeN unfortunately not going for the proxy again.
Yeah, it looks like both players are not going to go ahead and proxy. They're just going to play a standard. I mean, it's possibly the last game of the series, so no surprise that both players wants to go ahead and just play it standard and rely on their skills to pull out the win here.
Right.
Now, Automaton is one of those maps that does actually have a gold base. And, you know, that usually favors Terran players because Terran players are usually more mineral-centric, especially if they're going for bio, I think. So you can place a CC near the, I guess, the base, like kind of in the bottom of the main base, and just mine from it. And you know, there's plenty of Terran players that does that. So we'll see if later on if KeeN does decides to take that gold base. But in the meantime, looks like both players are going to go ahead and send a SCV and Probe Scout to see what their opponent's doing.
Ooh, but I think Patience wants more than just the scout. I think he wants to build a proxy pylon.
Ooh. You figure
Is it going to be a proxy Stargate?
Yeah, I think I was just gonna say the same thing. I think it's gonna be a proxy Stargate. I mean, there is a good amount of airspace for him to just like weave in and out with the. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe he's go for something crazy like a proxy Tempest Rush.
Oh, that would be a sight to see.
Yeah. He can. I mean, he can open up Orca and then transition to a proxy Tempest. I mean, who knows?
Right. Let's cross our fingers to see something crazy. But meanwhile, the Reaper comes in, gets a little bit of scout off. Might feel something strange that's going on because of the timing. But he's gonna go for the Hellions first, which is definitely not good when you're trying to go against the proxy Stargate. Oh, I'm scared for KeeN right now, Snoopy.
Yeah, there's actually not. There's no anti-air here. There's no engineering bay. There's no Widow Mine. There is no Cyclones. There's not even a Viking coming out that starport. So this Oracle actually might do a lot of damage. There's actually no Marines too. So I think this is gonna be pretty scary for Patience. I mean, not for Patience, or KeeN rather.
Oh, this is so hard to see. He cancels the Hellion and starts producing those Widow Mines, but I just feel bad right now.
You know, it's not too shabby. I mean, it could have been worse. 4 SCVs, not the end of the world. I mean, definitely KeeN doesn't want to lose 4 SCVs in the early game, but he does have the Widow Mine now, so he can be pretty safe from these Oracles.
Ooh, and a nice pickoff.
But look, KeeN has to do a good amount of damage with these hell. Oh, actually, looks like these stalkers will deny that.
I think if we were to see a scoreboard right now, it will be a 7-3 right now, because of the lack of damage that he's doing right now.
Oh, but he does kind of ferry his Hellions into the main base, but there is a shield battery, so really nice job there for Patience putting down that shield battery preemptively.
Right, a very nice probes going down, and a Phoenix chasing down the medevac, and those Hellions needs to commit right now. But with that shield battery being there, there's not gonna be any probe going down, and he loses everything in the process as well.
Oh.
And it's not looking that good.
Actually, that that Hellion is gonna go get out safely, and actually not now. He's gonna get one more probe before dying. So
Yeah,
not too shabby. 5 to 5 workers killed, so pretty even.
right. But the amount and the counter push that's about to come right now is just scary. I think with 2 siege tank, it will be fine without those Phoenixes, but those Phoenixes are pretty darn scary. Oh, but I didn't see those Vikings. My apologies.
Yeah, those Vikings definitely gonna help against those Phoenixes.
Right.
But we'll see if Patience does commit. I don't think he needs to. I mean, he's got his dirt base going. You know, he's pretty decently ahead in workers.
Like right now, because he is ahead. There's no need to rush at all. All he needs to do is start denying the Terran's third, and all he needs to do is macro up from now on, and he wins the game. So I think Patience is fine right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's not in any immediate danger. There's no medevac drops coming. Actually, does he even have a medevac? No, he doesn't even. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a medevac. He's just got 3 Vikings, so no potential drops going on. And yeah, his third base is like halfway done, while Patience already up and running.
Yeah. And also, since there's a Zealot in the third base location, Patience exactly knows when the third base is gonna come from KeeN.
Alright, looks like the Templar Archive will be plotted down, so going for that High Templar, Archon, Charge Lot, Immortal kind of composition there. I think that kind of bodes well against what KeeN is going for, which is a bunch of Marines and tank.
I think Patience is building a better composition than KeeN right now. I think KeeN, just like how we did in the first game, needs to, or was it the first game or the second game? I don't really remember, but
Yeah, I think it was the first or second game.
he just needs to start harassing with those medevacs, getting some values, and then start making the economy.
Oh, but he wants to retreat now. Oh, looks like he does not retreat in time, and I think he's gonna lose these.
God, he can't afford to lose these. If he loses these right now, then it's not going to look good. But he saves them, thankfully. And unfortunately, his third gets denied as well.
Yeah, that Zealot, that pesky Zealot.
And a huge push coming in on the front as well. Lots of Zealots, but also lots of Widowmine. But there are some good units for Patience right now. Nice little drop there, going down.
Oh.
But is it gonna get picked off here?
Oh man, actually, KeeN getting a little bit of sandwich there.
Yeah, those Immortals and Warp Prism, it was a bait to make sure that those Bio go for the dive, but Patience using that smartly to sandwich that army.
Finally, KeeN does clear out that Zealot at the dirt. Finally able to mine from that dirt.
Yeah, but for the past few minutes, the income differences was about like 400. So, I think Patience might be in a better position. Although he's not ahead in terms of army supply or supply as a whole, but his units are actually better, in my opinion, and also he has a better economy. So I think Patience is.
Yeah, during that the whole time, during that little skirmish over at KeeN's base, he kept KeeN's army at his base instead of dropping around across his side of the map, and that allowed actually Patience to get his storm up. So now he's got storm, he's got those immortals, he's got the Archon and Charge Lot, and oh my God, look at that storm! That storm was money.
Really nice War Prism High Templar action there, getting a huge storm off. But we do see some Ghost in the mix as well, which means it can shut down the storms. I think Terran actually kind of crawled back here. He has a medevac moving in from the 9 o'clock position, and he has a pretty scary main army as well. But there is a counter Zealot push over here, which is kind of scary, but he does have some reserves in home that can defend. But I think everything's gonna come down to this final push here. There's going to be some attack going down on the 9 o'clock position. The main army basically an all-in now from KeeN. He needs to break the enemy's line or he's gonna lose the series. Some nice storms going down. The Widow Mines connects to some Phoenixes, which is not ideal, but I just don't think KeeN has enough here. Some Zealots warping in, and oh no, KeeN's army gets cleaned up, and he gets so many he took so many damage at home that it's just not looking good here, and it can just be told by the supply differences as well.
Yeah, that was such a great concave by Patience, such great maneuvering, and now he is going for the kill here. He's gonna warp in some additional units, and KeeN, he's down 20 to 74 workers. He's gonna go ahead and go for the Doom drop here. Unfortunately for him, he does get scouted by these Charge Lot.
Yeah, it's just some last minute desperation pushes from KeeN. I don't blame him. This could potentially be the final game for this series. But just it's called.
Yep, GG. Patience will take the series 5-2 or 5-3, right? Yeah, 5-3. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
All right. So let's take a look at the Matcherino. Currently, prize pool is at $120.60. So nice payout for both players.
Right. Oh, the split is 70-30, which is not that bad for Patience as well.
Yeah. So both players get a good chunk of money to go home. Again, thank you for both players, Patience and KeeN, for participating in this Alpha Pro series. And this Alpha Pro series wouldn't be here and wouldn't be up and running sorry, 1 second. KeeN needs to add, okay, so yeah, KeeN needs to add himself to the Matcherino. Basically, we wouldn't have these this Alpha Pro series without Africa TV. So thank you to Africa TV for sponsoring and helping host this great event.
Right. Thank you very much, Africa TV. 감사합니다. And big shout out to 24 Hour Fitness and Boba Burger as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you for them for sponsoring us. Hope you guys enjoyed that series. I think I could speak for Potato Pub as well, or Plebe. Sorry for the mispronunciation.
It's all good.
Yeah, I think that was a great series, all around good games.
Yeah, it was.
And that pretty much does it. Do you have any final words for our viewers?
Not much, except for the fact that we do have another game coming up. I don't think I'll be casting it, but just a second. I think we do have Creator versus Impact tomorrow at 6 p.m. KST.
All right, nice. Be sure to tune in for that as well. That should be a great series. And yeah, I think that pretty much does it. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy the games. Enjoy the rest of your day. And this is your friendly neighborhood casting duo signing out.
See ya.
Nuclear missile ready.